Have you been walking through the woods, all alone, just to hear strange voices calling out to you in the nighttime air? Have you wondered if what you saw moving out of the corner of your eye, skittering through the foliage on all fours, was real? Has one of your friends gone out on their own just to come back acting strange, jumpy, and a little bit off? Then you may have come in close contact with a Fleshgait. Hello, my name is Green. Tonight's cryptid finds itself at the focal point of many stories that you may come across, more often than not while being misidentified. As mentioned earlier, I am, of course, speaking of Fleshgaits. So take a seat by the fire, and I will tell you all that I have learned about these wretched creatures. So what is a Fleshgait? What are their behavioral patterns? Are they a danger? What about my friend acting strange? All of these questions will be answered. I will begin by discussing their appearance. Fleshgaits are humanoid and are usually depicted as being sickly, pale, and often without any visible form of hair. They are tall with disproportionately long arms that end in claws on their hands. They resemble humans to a degree, but their eyes are usually black with eye shine, and their noses are smaller, with some tales saying that they have only holes in the face where a nose should be. The physical depiction matches that of rakes or crawlers, but it is believed that these are different names for Fleshgaits that have not stolen a new skin. Much like the aforementioned creatures, Fleshgaits have been seen walking both on all fours or upright. Moving on to sounds, a Fleshgait's natural range includes sounds such as hissing, moaning, whistling, chittering, and various forms of screams. However, this is for their regular form, which brings me to their ability for mimicry. Fleshgaits are capable of mimicking human speech, as well as the sounds of other animals. Some say they are able to mimic speech perfectly, oftentimes repeating the phrases of people who are in the area or their victims. On other occasions, Fleshgaits have been said to have a hard time adapting to their new voice, with words or phrases coming out staggered, labored, or otherwise presenting an uncanny valley type of feeling. A Fleshgait will use the stolen voice to lure in hikers or campers away from groups. When a Fleshgait is hunting, these voices will come from large bushes, copses of trees, or anywhere else that is obscured or dimly lit, with the surrounding area of the hunting ground becoming unnaturally silent. A Fleshgait's ability for mimicry does not stop at sounds, however, as they are capable of body morphing or stealing the form of their victims. They are able to take the form of other animals as well, and will behave in uncanny ways in those forms. They have also been shown to be capable of making long-term plans, as a disguised Fleshgait will enter human society and, in time, bring others back into the woods that they came from. They live in groups, so this is beneficial to the group remaining hidden. They are deceptively strong, and this greatly aids in killing their victims. A Fleshgait's expertise in mimicry is for one purpose only: blending in to lure in victims. It is not known whether or not they only hunt humans, but a Fleshgait's ability for stealing someone's appearance and voice has made them successful in doing so. Fleshgaits are intelligent and inquisitive, and as such will not always resort to killing humans outright. They have been noted as being able to learn writing and how to operate tools from observing people. Quite a few reports make note of them watching from tree lines or of seeing them walking around houses at night. They will sometimes try to get inside people's homes and are occasionally successful in doing so. Whether or not this is for learning about human behavior or simple curiosity is unknown. In some cases, when people encounter an undisguised Fleshgait, they will have a stare-off before the creature runs back into the woods. When a Fleshgait has recently taken a human form, they will be jumpy and jittery, as they are afraid to be discovered. It will have a hard time acting normal and will likely mimic words and behaviors of humans nearby. In other occasions, an experienced Fleshgait will join in groups of humans while disguised without anyone noticing, and will keep a low profile while at the camp or when moving with the group, only attacking if the group as a whole has become aware of its presence. If you suspect one has entered your group, it is not suggested that you make this readily apparent, as you may end up being its next victim. It is not known what the long-term goals of Fleshgaits are, but in the short term it is brutally apparent: steal someone's identity and lure other humans back to its den. They are masters of mimicry and body morphing, which hides their true form, a sickly, pale, hairless monstrosity. They present a great danger to anyone who enters the deep woods, no matter if alone or in groups. Most of this information comes from stories as they have been told online across places like 4chan's X-Board or other paranormal-focused forums. There's not much we know about these creatures other than what I laid out, and most of my research comes from this thread posted by user Alune-Wolf on Reddit, this graphic here, and various other stories. I have told a few stories including Fleshgaits on this channel, which I will link in the sidebar. These tales hold a special place in my heart, as the thread I narrated in my debut to Green Text is what got me interested in reading these paranormal stories. Do you think you have encountered a Fleshgate? If so, please let me know in the comments down below, and maybe I can narrate it. Special thanks to Mortifer for allowing me to use their art for the thumbnail, and Theocrata for granting me permission to use their artwork of the Fleshgate. Links in the description for their socials, make sure to check them out. And of course, thank you as always for watching. I wanted to do something different this time around, and more green texts are for sure to come. Did you like this type of video? Please let me know. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be alerted when I have more cryptids to cover. Your feedback is greatly appreciated. But until then, don't follow the voice from the tree line.